everyone, so now we're going to go through some past super questions related to the periodic table revision map that we've just completed. So let's have a look at this. So argon is in group 0 of the periodic table. Identify using the periodic table which of these elements is in the same period as argon. So if you have a look, the period then is this row along here. It says, so we're looking for argon. So we're finding argon in here. Argon is there. So it's anything along this same row. So if we have a look, it's sodium and magnesium. Have we got any of that? Bromine, iron, magnesium. It must be magnesium. Okay, so we're going to be cross in that one. Next one, an atom of phosphorus contains 15 electrons. Describe how these 15 electrons are arranged in a phosphorus atom. Okay, well actually if we look back at our revision map, we've already done phosphorus. So how are they arranged? Well, we've already worked out that it's in group 5, so there's 5 electrons in the outer shell. Period 3 says 3 shells. And the atomic number is 15. So we worked out here, we got 5 in the outer and then 2 and 8 before. So we've got 2.8.5. So, because we've already worked that out, it'd be pretty straightforward. So 2.8.5. And actually, even though that's 2 marks, it doesn't look a lot. That is where you get your marks. So if you put 2.8, that's your first mark, and 5 is your second mark. So very easy way to get our 2 marks there. Next one, the atomic number of oxygen is 8. The mass number of an atom of oxygen is 17. So let's get our trusty highlighter out here. So the atomic number is 8. The mass number is 17. Describe the number and type of particles in the nucleus of this atom. So it's really important that we get our highlighter here and have a look. So the number and type of particles in the nucleus. So to help us with that, I'm going to take out our previous sheet, our atomic structure revision sheet that I've got here, and we're having a look at this. So in the nucleus, we've just got neutrons and protons. We don't have the electrons there. So it's those two that we're interested in, neutrons and protons, because that's what's in the nucleus. So I'm writing neutrons, and I'm going to write protons. So that's the type of particle in the nucleus. Actually, in the mark scheme, it says if you write electron, the maximum mark you can get is 1 out of 2, even if you've got everything else right. So it's really important you read the question. So in the nucleus, so that's the type done, the number of those. So if we go back again to our previous one, it says on here, the atomic number is the number of protons. The atomic number is the number of protons. So if you look at this atomic number, so that's the number of protons is 8. So 8. And then the mass number, if we go back to this previous one as well, mass number is found in the nucleus, is the protons plus neutrons. So protons plus neutrons would be 17. So we take 1 away, so do 17, take away 8, which is 9. Okay, so the number of neutrons is 9 there. Okay, so we need to make sure we have done that calculation and we haven't got the word electron in there. Okay, next one, beryllium Be has atomic number 4. Okay, so complete the sentence by putting a cross in the box. From its position on the periodic table, beryllium is most likely to be A. So beryllium, let's find our periodic table. It's atomic number 4, so we're behind the one number 4. From its position on the periodic table, it's on the left-hand side. Let's go back to this revision sheet. It's on the left-hand side. Oh, look, we'd already said beryllium there. So this one is a metal. Okay, so a metal. Give the symbol of an atom of another element in the same period of the periodic table as beryllium. So we've already said from here the period is the row. So we're looking at anything else in period 2 from beryllium. So if we look here, period 2 beryllium, so it could be lithium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, or neon. I'm just going to choose the one next to it, lithium. Okay, so I'm writing that there, but I've just noticed, and this is why I need my highlighter, it says give the symbol So if I wrote the word lithium, I'm not going to get the mark. We need the symbol. So the symbol is Li. Just put that in brackets. So the atomic number of beryllium is 4. The mass number is 9. So let's highlight this. The atomic number is 4. The mass number is 9. State the numbers of protons, electrons, and neutrons in this atom. So we've already said the atomic number. If we look at this, is the number of protons, which is equal to the number of electrons. So atomic number. Atomic number, that's the protons. So we literally just write 4. And that's the same as electrons. And the mass number. So mass is in the nucleus, protons plus neutrons. So 9 is 4 plus something. So if I do 9, take away 4, that's 5. There you go, I've got my answer there. 4, 4, 5. Okay, next question. Complete the sentence by putting a cross in the box. The relative charge on an electron. Let's go back to our previous one here. The relative charge on an electron, -1. So let's just check it. Highlight there, it's the charge, not the mass, it's the charge. Relative charge is -1. So next one, the electronic configuration of phosphorus is 285. Explain in terms of its electronic configuration why phosphorus is in group 5 of the periodic table. So it's in group 5. So why is it in group 5? Okay, I think we've written this down before. Yes, we have here. So this is beryllium. It is in group, so 2 electrons in the outer shell makes it group 2. Okay, so it has 5 electrons in the outer shell. So you get 1 mark for saying 5 electrons and 1 mark for saying in the outer shell. So pretty easy way to get our 2 marks there. So the elements beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium and barium are in group 2 of the periodic table. Each calcium atom contains 20 electrons. Which of the following is the electronic configuration of a calcium atom? So we have talked about that before. Okay, we'll do it again. Doesn't do any harm doing it more than once. So its electronic configuration is 2882 maximum. So I'm going to write 2882 and we fill from the left. So we need to fill until we get to 20 electrons. Well, if we look at that, 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 8 is 18, plus 2 is 20. So it must be that whole one. So there you go, 2882. So all complete. Thank you for listening.